Khan. So as I was saying, um, Shalom. So as I was saying, um, even though it seemed like your outward man perisheth. Let me read it again. Second Corinthians chapter 2 verse 14. Salaki, Second Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Now, 1 Peter 1:7, it reads that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, right? So that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perisheth, right? Though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor, and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Hamashiach. Now, it's gonna, with the trial of your faith, it's gonna seem like you, like you said, you're disappearing, man. Everything you knew is going away. You know what I'm saying? You're really looking at yourself carnally. You're looking at your carnal, circumstances. You know what I'm saying? But spiritually, that's the point. 2 Corinthians 4:16. For which cause we faint not. So even though those things are going on, you know what I'm saying, you're losing this, you're losing that. The trial of your faith. Hell, I didn't have more suffering getting this much closer to the Most High than I have ever had. You know what I'm saying? In comparison, you would think how people see without understanding or knowing these scriptures. You know what I'm saying, by the Spirit and power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Through the Rakak Kodash, holy men that the Most High have set up, right, the teachers. You would really think that, it's just how people teach the concept of the Most High is foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, when it came to know God, which I'm gonna get real quick just for the edification, people didn't know. Because foolishness is the wisdom of this earth. So when it came to the wisdom of the most God, people don't know what the hell going on. People don't understand. So it says, wait, what? First, 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So there you go, man. Verse 17. So that's the whole point. You're gonna lose things. You're gonna lose teeth. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna probably lose hair. You're gonna probably lose your spouse. You probably gonna lose your damn kids. You might lose. You probably lose riches. You might lose, cars. You might lose, what I'm saying, so-called people you cared about, friends. You know what I'm saying? Those are all carnal things. That came with you. Let's liken ourselves into a necklace, right? A link, a necklace of links, Cuban links. All those things that help make you the necklace that you are. Those different links, right? Friends, family, cars, carnal things, right? Things you care about, your mindset. It perish. So by the time your house shall come, you gonna be wore out. You're gonna be. It's basically it's like you're not even gonna be there physically. That's how it should be. I mean, look at us. You know what I'm saying? We on our last leg, man. Now, Jake still gonna make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the salt of the earth. We're the light of the earth. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're not savorless, we're gonna always be able to do something with ourselves. All right. Now, once again, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. For which cause we faint not. So we ain't sweating that, man. You don't sweat that stuff, man. If you're truly of the gold, the Father is the true gold that the Father will be looking for. But though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Because this body cannot die ultimately, because the spirit, the ghost, as the scriptures speak of, giving up the ghost, The ghost is what keep this thing, the spirit, the raka'ah, is what keeps this physical thing, you know, object, you know, moving, man. It ain't this. This shit is nothing, man. This is nothing. It is nothing. Okay? The inward man is renewed day by day. So you can't see it because it's celestial. But little do you know, that inner man decked out. You know what I'm saying? Big, been in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Strong, can endure. You know, it's like the spirit you built up is likened unto, you know, a person with the finest jewelry. You know what I'm saying? And that jewelry being likened unto knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Character. You know what I'm saying? Mentality. Understanding. You know, different principles. All of that going, and it then should all be channeled back into, through the line, having the line of the Most High. All these things I'm mentioning, your knowledge, your mentality, your principles, it should be based off Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Knowledge, wisdom, principle, mindset, mentality, you know what I'm saying, etc. So that's that. Verse 17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, work it for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So for that light affliction, man, you gonna be, think about it, when you go look it up, when that chain is put, when those Cuban links that Jake like to wear, let's say they real, right? When they're put, they don't know the process. Most of these rappers don't even understand the process, man. They just want to get the gold and put it on. They don't understand the process of truly we're being made that link they want to make, right? They want to wear. Jake don't understand when you guys said you look at that Cuban link before you put it on. It's going through that process, man. Let me read it again. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, right? It's going through that fire is being put in, but when it come out, then is what Jake want to look like. You know what I'm saying? Want to wear. Everybody wants it then. Thus showing you that what process it went through is, man, that's nothing. If I'm this, I'm a change. They gonna love me. They gonna sport. You know what I'm saying? Want to sport me? We're gonna be the standard of the earth. We're gonna be the standard of beauty. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be put through the process, the furnace of affliction. This is why you are privileged, man. Because Jake, they're taking the easy way out, which is there's no way out, truly. They tell you that in the book of Apocrypha. It says, they're not gonna get it. Oh Lord willing, I can get it. Basically, they're not gonna get it until by death. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What is that, man? I think it is. Let's see if I can get this really quick. Just bear with me. To follow me, get it, I get it. All right. I think it's 17. Yeah, I think it's. They're gonna have to receive it through death. Man, what is that? Let's try one more. But yeah, man. So this light affliction is nothing, man. It's nothing. This you're blessed if you're in a furnace of affliction, man. You should be receiving that by now. At this point of the lesson, man, of the exhortation, of the edification. They shall not know it but by death. see. Time of Vengeance. Shall not know it but by death. One second. Really want to get the scripture, man. Like niggas is gonna have to die, and I can get scriptures in the regular KJV. You know what I'm saying, without the incomplete. But this is a really good scripture. Let me see. But anyway, I'm gonna get that. Like I said, if the Lord want me to get it, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get this next scripture. Second, so that's that. So that should be all you need. Second Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment. It's a short time, man, because what's coming for us is you don't even understand. Working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Do you know what eternal means? Eternal means without beginning and without ending. That's what that means in the Greek. That's exactly what it means. Immortal, immortality. You don't even understand. This is nothing. NBA Youngboy sold out as he was telling Satan, bring my fucking bag. You know what I'm saying? I done did this for you. You know what I'm saying? I did what Yahushua wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. He don't know that. But by the Spirit, we know that. Because that was the situation. He did what he went for the tempter. The tempter being Satan. He went for the temptation that Satan brings. Bow down and worship me. You know? And that's the Spirit, because it's leading right to the next scripture, which is in the Apocrypha. We're going to actually get this one. Like I said, the Father want me to get that other one, I will get it. But we're going to get this one, though. Sirach 2:1. Okay, so you got to understand this. Your whole concept of the Most High has been altered by the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? He's in that furnace. You know? You don't need no hell. There's no such thing as hell. Hell's on earth, man. You being afflicted now. The shit you did in your past life you don't know about, and etc. And for things for the Most High to prove you. He put you through things to get your ass better. But ultimately, if you can't get it, you know what I'm saying? You can't endure it. This is ultimately other scriptures we're gonna go into too. You might be a 2/3. Because a lot of people come in this truth too. That don't mean you gonna be chosen. Alright? Now I'm finna get this, but it was something else I was about to do real quick. I just wanted to show you how the thinking is off. Right? First Corinthians, before I get that, 1 Corinthians 1, and I'm gonna start at 18. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and 18, verse 18. For the preaching of the cross to them that perish foolishness. Right? So the dumb that perish will be the 2/3. That would be your NBA young boys. Man, I ain't trying to hit that cross. Man, I need my money, man. I need that bag. My shorty's gotta eat, etc. Right? It said, because they don't understand what comes with that cross. The bearing that cross is going through the same afflictions that Yahushua the Lord went through, man. He made you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He made you. Niggard, and that's in the scriptures. So you just get money, you don't even know what to do with it. That's in the scriptures. Say riches are comely for a niggard. That's why Esau give you niggas money. He the nigga that made y'all niggas. Children of God into niggas. Through his spiritual father, Satan, who works for the Most High. Who worships the Most High. It says, so you ain't on no level worshiping Satan. We're being made the gold, the Cuban links, the stones. I'm gonna be the damn car. You know what I'm saying? You driving a fast car. And all this other crap. We're gonna be the car. You're gonna be the car. You watching this, doing the, you know what I'm saying? You doing your due diligence, how you need to be. Aki, I'm out there, I'm talking to. And you sisters as well. Aquatium. Alright? So it says, for the preaching of the cross to them that perish, foolishness. But unto us which are saved, it is the power of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's the power. This is, you should understand what you're coming into. You're getting it now. It says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Because he's talking about those that are of the world, the wise that are of the world, the prudent that are of the world, not according to truth. That's why he's going to destroy the wisdom of the wise. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you just got to worship Satan. I found the truth. That's really what Jake be doing. They find out to get the bag, you guys got to do the Illuminati crap, and then you go. You know what I'm saying? So you're a privilege if you were called and brought into this and still having to live through the same life that they have to live through. They just able to cover it up with a temporary fix that's really worse than when they wasn't. And they say that. Money made everything around them worse. Everybody worse. It just really all it did was put a magnifying glass on how cursed you are. Because you realize that you're trying to cover up wounds instead of actually getting them treated. Instead of actually finding out how the hell you even got stabbed. How you even got this wound. You know what I'm saying? So they just covered up with band-aids, being, money, vanity, chains, fake ass, not even women. You don't even call them women. Demons, man. Cars, fake friends, fake family, fake people. You know what I'm saying? Esau. They brought your ass on here on the slave ship, man, and beat the hell out of your people that were already over here, being the Northern Kingdom, and stole the land from them. And you don't even see them no more. Guy drunk as hell on reservations, and so you should understand your purpose, because ultimately, you can get mad. Scriptures talk about that. Surely your oppression making the wise man mad, and Mark the man that basically crying sigh at the oppressions. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, the Father appointed these of our people, this portion of our people, to these things. So you should be blessed that you're able to suffer the curses and righteousness, man. Because it's for a light affliction. It's but for a moment, which worketh a far more exceeding weight and glory, that you can understand. Eternal weight and glory, immortality. Weight, you gonna be heavy. Jake like to say in the world, man, I'm a heavy. You ain't heavy, you light. And you can't deal with light affliction. So you even lighter than the light affliction. But anyway, so that's why he's going to get rid of the wisdom of that. Why all that thinking that Jake got in the world is going to be done away with, and he's going to bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. These people are prudent to get in the game, to get on and get seen. These women, fake-ass women getting on Instagram, I'm seeing that they study how to get in, men's minds and pockets. I was just seeing a video on YouTube the other day, this damn demon, I forgot what she's put on the damn title. But it just what they call it back in the world, thirst trapping or whatever. How to shoot your shot. It was some shit. It was just crazy, man. It was some crap, man. But anyway, getting to the point, it says, verse 21, for after that in the wisdom, let me get 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? You didn't know that. So all your thinking is off, man. Because you learned of the world. You never understood what these scriptures meant. We've never understood that. until the Most High, put teachers in front of you, teaching this in a way that the pork chop pastors wasn't. They ain't teach you about no furnace of affliction. You didn't even know that existed. What? God want the what? You never know. You heard me, but you never was told what it meant by the scriptures. It said, verse 21. So he made the foolishness the wisdom of this world. Verse 21. Foolishness, wisdom of this world. Right? Everybody that's considered wise, going to school. If you want to get into the Bible, you got to go to seminary school. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be liked and not have negativity, you have to just smile and just get over it. It's the past and get along with everybody, and it doesn't matter, and all this other crap, man. That shit is not. That's the Most High. That's all of Most High set it up like you don't know who you worship. Yahweh Shah said that, man. For we know who we worship. Salvation is of the Jews. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing, man. Your zeal not even working, Jake. It says, verse 21, For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. See, because the Most High don't deal with foolishness. Ain't foolishness the wisdom of this world? So it said the world by foolishness knew not God. No, the world, it says, for after that in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. Because true wisdom they never obtained to. The true wisdom that the Most High deal with, they never attained with, because he made foolishness the wisdom of this world. And that's what people push. That's what people's foundation is. And that's what people beginning and end are ultimately, unless you're called selective. You're privileged enough to come into the truth, hear this truth, and step into the furnace of affliction, which will only be if you're an Israelite. So-called Native American Indian, Seminole Indians, Negroes, so-called, and so-called Latinos. Besides that, you won't hear nothing like this, man. You're going to stay in that Catholic church. You're going to stay in that Christian church. Foolishness. The Most High don't dwell in buildings made with hands. You got a lesson on that. Go look it up. Other brothers did lessons on that. It's all over the place. But this is the straight gate, so it's very hard to find. Unless the Most High wants you to find it. Man's goings are of the Lord. So you should be privileged, man. He made you come to this, man. He made you step into that fire. While still being a curse. But that's the point. We're getting into it. It says, For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching. It said, so the world by wisdom knew not God. Now listen to this. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. See? Because if this world wisdom is foolishness, when they actually see wisdom, being God, the true knowledge, what true things the Most High deal with, they wouldn't get it. It'll be foolish to them, right? Because it's upside down, right? So it's the opposite. It's really opposite. They tell you Yahweh Shah is a white man, but he's really a so-called black man. They tell you his name Jesus, but his name is really Yahweh Shah. They tell you the Most High love everybody and the Most High don't hate, but the Most High hates. And he hates people. They tell you the Most High hates sin, but the scriptures say the Most High hates sinners. Everything is opposite, man. Women think they prophets. They tell you the scriptures, women's supposed to keep silence in the church. If a woman is to learn anything, she's to learn her husband in silence at home. Everything's upside down, man. Everything's upside down. So, yes, the Most High deals with affliction. He don't deal with niggas winning. You're not blessed if you got millions and billions of dollars. The Most High, they say it's easier for a rich man. It's easier for a camel to get through a needle hole, paraphrasing, than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. You got your consolation. You sold out. Why you think Yahweh Shah was tempted by Satan? He said, I'm going to give you everything. Before he even started his ministry. He said, no, I'm going to suffer. I'm going to get mocked, ridiculed. I'm going to teach my people, get mocked, ridiculed throughout. And then I'm going to get snaked and disowned and turned on by my own people. And then I'm going to get put to death by my enemies, which I'm going to have to come back and put in slavery. I'm going to go through all of that, and then I'm going to get it. I'm not going to sell out for this for a moment. I'm going to deal with a light affliction, which is for but a moment, which is but for a moment. which worketh for us a far and more exceeding eternal weight in glory. I'm gonna be heavy when I come back, man. I'm coming back in the ship. I'm leaving in the ship, and I'm coming back in the ship, and not a slave ship, so-called spaceship. All right. Anyway, so you've been invited into the furnace of affliction to see whether or not you're worthy to be beamed up on one when the Lord come back, to be saved from when He destroyed this place and is on fire, and the nukes is hitting this place from the war that has was stirred up to break out by the Most High. Yes, He does that. He creates the good and evil. All right. And when the chariots by the angels in Yahushua, the Messiah, the Son of God, being Yahweh, are burning this place on fire with chariot fire and lasers. All right. So that's that. So you should understand that now. The foolishness in this world is wisdom. So you got to change your whole thinking. The wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. So when it came to know the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God, because they've been dealing with foolishness the whole time, and that's how He set it up. Because He only want, in the midst of, He's gonna shoot darts of true wisdom on certain individuals of the nation He chose, being the nation of Israel. So you're blessed if you're of that cursed nation, this cursed nation, but you've been chose to hear this and know, yeah, bro, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. So here we go. So now we got that thinking fixed, right? It says, Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, right? That's why we always say this out to you men. If thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you know what you're getting into. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1 in the book of Ecclesiasticus, is what is also known as. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Because that's what comes with serving. It ain't, the Most High ain't handing out BMWs, man. You ain't getting that in this truth. You're not getting that. You're not getting Katie from Instagram. You're not getting none of that, man. The Most High give you according to what He need to give you to make you the creation you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So you could be true gold. All that stuff is going to come. We're going to get all that stuff, man. Yahushua kingdom is going to be set up on earth. You think He not going to have whatever his heart desires? His mind, being His mind, desires? Come on, man. So if you come to serve the Lord, my son, as the scriptures say, you know, all of us, prepare your soul, prepare yourself for temptation, man. You know, man, this thing, man, I gotta hit the highways and byways. I gotta bring this lesson. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say something. Yes, you have to. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it, man. Man, you're gonna be tempted to not feel like it. You're gonna be tempted to go back and do old things and go on. This is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it builds you up. That's affliction. You're afflicted, man. Because you're trying to believe in something that's invisible. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's faith. It's not physical, man. This is powerful. You can't see your spirit, but you know you got a spirit, right? Come on now. How much more the Lord? How much more the Father, it being the Father and His Son? He's going to come back, man. You have to, that's the affliction, man. We have to sit on and believe in that, man. We know that, man. Just off some words that's in this book, but this is spirit. This is the spirit. This is the Holy Spirit. This is the Rakat HaKodash. You know what I'm saying? It also dwells in us. It dwells within you, and it links with this. It's like that movie Avatar, when they would link their hair, the blue avatars, when they would link their hair to the trees. You know what I'm saying? It was synchronicity. All right? Now, we just finna fly through scriptures. Hebrews 11 and 17. Lord willing, you getting it, man. So that temptation, you know what I'm saying? Used to deal with other men's wives and all this other crap. Used to steal. You can't do that no more, man. And you used to have so-called reasoning for doing all these things. You know what I'm saying? So that's your temptation. And then if you ain't even about that, the Most High, He sends the demons to come mess with you, to tempt you. Knowing you know better, nah, I'ma just be full of shit right now. You know what I'm saying? When you know not to be, you know what I'm saying? Doing things you know you don't approve of. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas teaching it's lawful to have sex on the Shabbat. That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? They say you shall not do any of your pleasures. You're going to be tempted. It's real. You're going to mess up too. That's why you're supposed to prepare, man, and understand these things. Understand what you're really getting yourself into, man. 11 and 17. Because this the true blood in and blood out. All right? If you will. You know? Life or death. Period. Come in for life. Only way you leaving out, getting out, is by death. All right? Hebrews 11 and 17. It says, by faith, let's get an example. By faith, Abraham, our forefather Abraham, when he was tried, right, that same furnace, offered up Isaac. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't see the Most High. Come on now. It says, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son. He couldn't, I ain't gonna say he couldn't see the Most High. I'm gonna say he couldn't see what the Lord had planned for him. For us. You know what I'm saying? He didn't see me sitting right here bringing out lessons for the promises to come to pass. He didn't see that. And the rest of the brothers doing it. That's just an example. I have to exalt myself. Now, call halam Yahweh Vashem Yahweh Shai. Now, so that's what faith is, man. You can't see it. You cannot see it. That's why this thing is so powerful. Next scripture. So, but the point being, he did it. Regardless of that, he seen whatever he did see. He couldn't physically see it. I'm gonna say he imagined it, because that's how he was able to do it. It start with the mind, the thought. He was gonna sacrifice Isaac, man, his only begotten son, for the Lord, for the power that was talking to him. And he stopped him. He's like, you believe, you know? Most High try you. That's being tried, man. It was how many of you gonna go do that with your son, your daughters? If he tell you to do that, you're hearing a clear voice, or the Most High actually coming down talking to you. You know what I'm saying? In a chariot, or through prophets, about the same message over and over. Yo, I need your son. The Lord needs your son. What you gonna do? You gonna do it? You gonna actually go through it? You gonna actually take him all the way up to the mountain, lay him down, hold up the dagger, go through? That's faith, man. But something that you believe will come better, that's not physically here. He physically here. That's faith, man. Romans 8 and 35. You know what I'm saying? This we bring these lessons out, we edifying ourselves too. This is very edifying right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a very beautiful lesson, man. Romans 8 and 35. By the Spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution? So shall tribulation, you know what I'm saying? They say that all the time in the church. But let's go get it, you know, diligently. Let's go look it up and see in the Greek what was actually there. Because these are all different events that we know that we're going through. But let's go actually see, you know what I'm saying? Let's go line ourselves up with these scriptures. Romans chapter, 8 verse 35. Let's see what the Lord is actually saying, man. Esau go off sometimes, but not on certain matters because the Father won't allow him to. Only on certain things. It says tribulation. It's Philippus. It says Philippus. a pressing together, a pressing together, pressure, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straits, you know what I'm saying? Anguish, persecution, burdens. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to walk in this truth, man. It's really not hard. Like Yahweh Shah said, come learn of me. You know, he said, my burden is light. Take my yoke upon thy neck. For I am meek and lowly of mind. You know, he gonna give you more than you can handle. The Lord know our frame. You know, but that's ultimately what that means. Now let's keep going. Verse 35. So that's tribulation. It says, distress. Let's go get distress. Because I could say distress is say of narrowness of place. Narrow place, metaphorically. Right? Metaphorically, calamity, extreme affliction. You know what I'm saying? And that's distress. Extreme affliction, man. Narrowness of room. You ain't got space. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's distress. Your mind thinks spacious. The mind thinks in space. You know what I'm saying? So for you to not have space, that's like being in a goddamn treasure chest. And you a 6'5", you trying to sleep in a damn, hell, you sleeping in your whip, you know? But are you really tripping on those things? You know what I'm saying? No. You're not here to say it again. Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Who? What's gonna be able to do it? Who gonna be able to do it? It says shall tribulation. You know what I'm saying? Affliction, that oppression. That pressure, man. You can't pay your bill. You in the truth, and you can't go to work on this day because, let's just say it's well, I ain't gonna be hypothetical. Let's say you can't go to work on the Saturday, you know what I'm saying, on the weekend because you gotta hit the highways and byways, but you need to make sure you make enough money on this upcoming check to pay. What you gonna do? That's pressure. I'm hitting the highways and byways, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this lesson. Job is not gonna get in my way. It's just such thing as being over righteous, but that's not over righteous if your job is leading more than you doing. You is leading you away from the love of Hamashiach. You know what I'm saying? It says, shall distress. That's that, you know what I'm saying, that narrow place, that narrow room, that anguish, man, calamity. Let's get the next one. It says persecution. We being persecuted in it. You know what I'm saying? Amalekites, you're not gonna be able to do it, man. You ain't got enough. You don't have enough spirit. This thing is spiritual. You don't have enough spirit. You don't have the spirit to separate us from Hamashiach, man. From what we believe, we reading these scriptures. This is talking about us, and y'all ass is going into slavery, man. We know that Yahweh Shah is a so-called black man. You know what I'm saying? He looks like us. We know we're all the same people. Those the Father have allowed to understand that. We know what we can and can't do. You can't persecute us enough, man. You can't. Some you're gonna be able to, but the who's chosen, who's been privileged to step into this furnace of affliction, actually be going to actually already be written as being gold, but just have to manifest and live it out. You can't stop it. You can't stop it, man. So nothing shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach, man. Nothing. All right. So it says that's persecution. Black Hebrew Israelites, they're the terrorists, and they're deeming us terrorists, man. You gonna stop teaching? You gonna stop talking about the Lord? You gonna stop saying he is so-called black man? You gonna stop saying you gonna bear the cross? You gonna stop saying you gonna endure? You gonna stop exhorting the brothers? Because you starting to see this thing getting real. They putting us on the news, ABC. Your family looking at you sideways because they coons. That's that our man perishing. Because ultimately, now, I might physically get put to death. So where are you at carnally? Where are you at spiritually, man? You picking you? Do you really see what's going on or not? Because you should have been realized that I'm really not this flesh. All that I am is the thing that's running this flesh. If you're being a trifling person, it ain't your flesh, it's your ass. You know what I'm saying? Your flesh gotta be stronger. That's what we're trying to do with this. Your flesh has its own tendencies too because it's a tug of war. Now, but that's that, man. So let's stay on point, man. It says, so shall tribulation, shall distress, shall persecution, famine, you hungry, you can't do the Day of Atonement, so you gonna stop. You was just gun ho before you heard about the Day of Atonement. Oh, yeah, you like, oh, you coming back to get us, bro? Oh, really? Okay, I just gotta, okay. Lord fasted 40 days and 40 nights. You can't fast for a day, sun up, sun down. You gonna stop, you gonna leave the truth for that. You're not gonna long suffer for that. You're not gonna endure for that. It says, that's what comes with this. This is the furnace of affliction, man. And it ain't always on Day of Atonement. You might need to fast because you're not where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? You fast for strength. You fast for the Lord to hear you. You fast to get ready because you understand in Jacob's trouble. We ain't even got to that. This is finna break. This furnace of affliction is real. This is a real thing, man. You see it happening. You need to learn how to fast because your check's getting shorter. They cut your link. You ain't got enough money to pay. You need to shrink your stomach down. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of God. Matthew 4:4. You know what I'm saying? All right, so it says, so is that going to separate you? Man, I ain't eating, man. See, if I was eating, I could just go to work. I could just do some wicked shit just to get this, you know what I'm saying? Etc. No. That would be separating you from the love of Hamashiach, man. It says, or nakedness. Clothes. You gonna trip over some clothes? But I like my Adidas pants. I like my Jordans. I like damn well you got mixed fabric on the tag literally said. You could just get rid of it. You see it every day, it cut you in the spirit every day. You gonna keep it? You can get rid of that, man. That would be separating you from it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a nigga in the world. You want to be dressed like these niggas in the world. Tight jeans, tight ass Cuban link chains, tight ass shirts. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You just want to have that whole look. So that pushes you away from the love of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because it said love like not the world, man. That's what Yahushua said. And you loving it. You want to wear the purse around your neck. All this crap. You want to dye your hair blonde. And then if you without clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know how the Lord can play it out. I'm gonna keep going because we got a lot. Or peril, or sword. Now, famine is really going into, basically scarcity of anything. You know what I'm saying? It could be food, it could be knowledge, it could be you're not having a woman. Women, lack of women. You ain't got all the holes no more. You ain't got. You just have a famine of everything, man. You can have a famine of everything. Like that prophecy is coming up. The famine of hearing this word. How bad it's gonna be for someone who's never heard like a piece of this truth when it start. Oh my goodness, man! It says this is how you build up your mind, because when you get there, it's like, man, this is all that was being said. So you able to take it on the chin, like, yeah, this actually happened. I know when this, you done see in the movie. It's gonna be that much easier for you to let Esau do what he gotta do, for you to be able to be on the run, for you to be able to just whatever, stay away from this person. You know what I'm saying? Etc. It says nakedness. That's going in clothes, you know that. And then peril. That's danger. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dangerous hitting those highways and byways. Cops rolling, riding past, demons coming up, effing with you, doing all type of stuff. Some brothers had a Jake come up, pull a pistol out on him, little handgun out on him, tell him don't say this or say that no more or whatever. We gonna keep the shout out separate us from the love of the Lord. No, boy, no. Sword. You know what I'm saying? Death. Be the ultimate. You gonna turn on your Howard shot? Didn't he die for you? Ain't that why you came in this? Because you believe somebody died for you that you didn't see or you can't see? But it's so good, the gospel, all that comes with the gospel. Oh, we're gonna get this, we're gonna be like that, we're gonna be immortal. But then when that death come, because of this truth, you gonna turn? Hell no. By the spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Verse 36, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. See, for thy sake. That's that furnace of, it's for the Most High's sake. That's a part of the furnace of affliction. He might just burn your ass up in it. You know what I'm saying? You might think it like that, but it's for his sake. He want to leave you in there. You know, so, you know, as to say, or whatever. As it is written, for thy sake, whose sake died. The die is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We are killed all the day long. Because that might be your lot. You know, that might prove you to be gold if you die in this truth. It says we are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Because we're going to be the ones ultimately dying for God. The men in this truth. It says, nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. That's why I said by the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because you can't depend on this flesh, man. You got to really be locked in. You can easily say it all day, but you don't know, man. What if you really get in this shit and you bitch up, you fold up? You got to stay humble, man. Lord, how you be the most mightiest. I don't eat the pork. I keep the spot. Blah, blah, blah. You get in the hour of temptation, you take the chip. Your world, you man. You know what the Lord had you do. It's already written what you're going to do. Your decision is made. You should be listening to these things and humbling down, man. Why he had me do that fuck shit? You know what I'm saying? You a fuck because you a fuck nigga. That, you know what I'm saying? The Lord will bug you out like that, man. Got a lesson coming up. Lord willing, I'll be able to bring that out. Bring that out. Title called but never chosen. That's scary, man. You know, you can being called as being in this truth, hitting the highways and byways, doing the lessons. You know what I'm saying? Coming back into the heritage, and you was never what? That's nuts. That's nuts. You can do all of that, called but never chosen. Judas Iscariot walked with the Lord, man, and he turned on him. What the Lord say about the man that turned on him? It's gonna be better that he was never born, man. Damn, tie a block around his neck, I believe. It was two references the Most High Yahweh Shai made. Brothers were talking, he wasn't cursing people. You know what I'm saying? He said, woe unto Chorazin. Woe unto Bethsaida. Those are curses, man. Ain't nothing was going on with them at that time. He said that when he walked. The Lord cursed people, man. So you niggas need to learn the scriptures. A damn demon said that shit. It says, and it was out of righteousness. But yeah, man, that's a scary thing, man. I heard the elder, he was getting into that. And I was like on the course of that, and then he had said it by the Spirit. I heard another brother say it, and I'm like, man, that's a lesson. Called but never chosen, man. Now, it says, nay, verse 37, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved them. So you got to stay locked in with the power source, because it's only by the power source, being Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, are you going out doing all these things. Are you able to put your face on camera? Are you able to, you know what I'm saying, confess and give testimonies and all that, man? This is not of you. It's not. You should have been knew that. You wouldn't be suffering if it was of you. You wouldn't be broke if it was of you. You know what I'm saying? Damn, he got me doing this fuck shit. Yes. You should be scared, man. Oh, man. It says, verse 38, For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, stand on point, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth. You know how powerful these statements are? Nor any other creature, you know what I'm saying, some damn woman or whatever, shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our Lord. You know what I'm saying? He said death nor angels. You know how powerful an angel is? Principal, but he's right. That's true. Because if it's meant for you to not, this is for the ones that's truly privileged to be put in this fire of affliction, man. Now, we finna go ahead and wrap this up. I got a couple more scriptures. Revelation 3 and 18. Revelation 3 and 18. And it reads, and unto the angel, it says, and unto the angel of the church and Thyatira write, these things have said the Son of God, who hath his eyes like unto a flame of fire. Let me make sure this is what I want. Scripture. Nah, this is not even what I wanted. Verse 19, I know thy works and charity and service and faith, thy patience and thy works, and the last to be more than the first. Yeah, that's not it. Let me go on to the next scripture. Psalms 12 and 6. I don't know what. I'm getting more in the spirit. Just start doing these lessons just by the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Just let it flow. Bring out the most I want me to. 12 and 6, it says, the words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. So this is how, if his own word, and the word is actually Yahushua, it's ran through the furnace 7 times to make this how he. That's why Yahushua was so solid. You can put a chain through the furnace 7 times. That's true gold. 7 times, man. These words will not fail. This the real chain, man. These are the real jewels right here, man. That's that. Now, Jeremiah 12 and 3. And we preach the word. You know? We preach the word. The servants. Alright, it says, Jeremiah 12 and 3. But thou, O Yahweh, knowest me. Thou hast seen me, and tried my heart, being Lababa, I believe, which is the mind, right? That's the Hebrew word for it, toward thee. Pull them out like sheep for the slaughter, and prepare them for the day of slaughter. So the them is talking about the wicked 2/3. But thou, O Lord, knowest me. Thou hast seen me, and tried my heart toward thee. So that's another thing when you come into this fire of affliction. The Most High gonna try your mind, man. He gonna try your thoughts. He gonna try your mind. He gonna see if you really built up. That's the hardest place with this. Is the mind. He gonna try your mind in a slew of ways. You got a damn toothache. You got a damn back hurting. You gotta keep going in and going to goddamn plantation. You gotta deal with, the mundaneness of this life we have in this world of Esau's. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, stay out the way. We gotta lay low. We gotta walk in the ways of Hebrew Israelites, man. That's trying your mind. Because you can't just freely be who we are, actually, because we're in slavery. So that's a trying of the mind. That's affliction, man. You want to get a line. You can't get a line. You can't do that. You want to talk. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to sit with it. You got to avoid these people. You want to try to talk to this person, but nah, man. In the scriptures, because then he have the spirit bring it up to where you remember the scripture for that moment. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? He's trying you. Do you still go on and say something? A lot of times you will. That's him trying you and showing you ain't perfect. But it's going to show your sincerity. I just want to get that word for, there's a lot of people here that say that too, that the heart is the mind. It is. It's in the Hebrew. It says, I want to get the correct pronunciation. Yeah, lab. You can say lab or labah. In a man, mind, will, heart, understanding. See? They talking about the muscle in your chest, man. So it's that serious, man. You try your mind. That's why he said toward thee. He try your heart toward thee. When you got a tooth fairy, you going, man, Mosiah, I can't take this no more. I'm tired of you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do that? No. You do that, you ain't meant for this. You know what I'm saying? You might as well hang it up, man. You might as well hang it up. It was just snowing. I couldn't even make it out of the plantation's driveway. I didn't know how the hell I was gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn wheel stuck, burning the gas, burning the rubber on the tire. You know what I'm saying? I gotta push. I ain't got no boots on. Snow all in my damn shoes, socks. I'm not one time thinking, you know what I'm saying? If anything, you gonna curse things around you, but you never gonna. You know it's the Most High. He's Jobing you. You know what I'm saying? Psalms 12:6. You just praying. You know, okay, well, he finna have me go through it for a little minute. That's really the only thing you can say, man. I already went to that 12:6. Let's get James 1:2, and we got two more scriptures after that. James 1:2. You know? You ain't gonna be able to hear these, sit down and get these lessons when this shit start. We finna get into it. James 1:12. You ain't gonna be able to sound teaching them all. So hey, man, it's too long for you. I don't know what to tell you. James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him. So not all, but just them that love him. It says, I'm gonna say that one more time. James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. So you make it out, you survive that temptation, you beat that lust. You know what I'm saying? You want to do this, but you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously if you do, you still come out on top, because once it keep coming up around again, you don't keep making the same mistakes. It's also that way too, you endure. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the receiving that crown of life is being declared to be golden. You know what I'm saying? But that will only be after you try. And that crown of life is also in the scriptures when Yahweh shall crown the elect, you know what I'm saying? And the rest of the 1/3 is getting the kingdom and we getting on those ships. That's after Jacob's trouble, man. You don't know how much shit you done seen. You know what I'm saying? It's like a wounded war veteran, but we're gonna be wiped. You know how bad it is on someone's mind? Those people come with post-traumatic stress, man. They on all these damn war. That's just war. The Most High finna open this thing up. Everything. It's gonna be war. There's gonna be suffering, famine. You're gonna see all type of shit you seen on movies, all happening at one time. Different creatures, animals coming out. The Most High putting spirit on everything, man. Everything. Everything. I mean, you can't. And then it says, yeah. So that's that temptation. Verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. It's just that flesh that you've been left in, man. There's more scriptures I couldn't got in Romans 8, but, I think the point should be gotten. And Lord willing, bring some more things out pertaining, similar things to this topic, similar topics pertaining to this topic, get more edification. It says, but every man, verse 14, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust. You know what I'm saying? So there you go, man. But anyway, let's get Revelations 2 and 10, and then I'm gonna close out. Revelation 2 and 10. Revelation 2 and 10. Revelation 2 and 10, and it reads. Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. This is Jacob's trouble. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. That's Esau and all these wicked ass Jakes and these heathens. But it's really also the devil is Esau, man. Period. So-called white man. It says, and Amalek, which is so-called white man, and fake Jews. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. This is a prophecy. It's gonna happen. Some of you, not everybody. It says that ye may be tried. So some of you, everyone's process is going to be a little bit longer in the furnace than others. It's going to be a little more intense in the furnace than others. But everyone that's of the elect will be ran through that furnace, man, to be proven as being gold. You know what I'm saying? That ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. That's just an amount of time. But be thou faithful unto death. So even if it leads to death, you might get put in a damn concentration camp. You might die off famine. You might die off torture. You might die off a damn Jake killing you. You don't know, man. You don't know. You might get ran over. You don't know how it might be in those things. Or if you on the run, you don't end up getting delivered into one. It says, and I will give thee a crown of life. That's if you faithful unto death. Okay, you keep the belief and faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, the so-called invisible God, which actually exists. And to back that up in the Apocrypha, let's get 2nd Ezra. And I got one more scripture after that, and we're gonna close out. It says, okay, so it says, 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. It says, for there shall be in every place, the Jacob's trouble, all these things I'm mentioning, and in the next cities. So in every place and in the next, everywhere, man. Every city, New York, Chicago, LA, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Duluth, different cities in Georgia, Marietta, etc. It says, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So therefore there shall be in every place and in the next cities, all these different places, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So these Israelites, us so-called Hebrew Israelites, us so-called black Hebrew Israelites, it says they shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You gonna have a head wrap on that day, sister? You know what I'm saying? Brother, you gonna wear your fringes that day, brother. You gonna hold to the scriptures, stand firm. You gonna hold to the scriptures that day. Akim wa akwat. All right. It says they shall be like mad men, sparing none, putting niggas to death, putting brothers and sisters to death, children, just like slavery all again, but still spoiling and destroy those that fear the Lord. They're not gonna stop. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. They come kick your goddamn door down, man, when you sleep. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone though, but you don't know what your lot is. Then verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen. At that time when these things going on, as it said, that same prison, all of these things link up. And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Okay? Verse 74 is the good news though. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. We're not making Jacob's trouble up, man. This is in the scriptures. This is prophecy, man. They are at hand. The days of trouble are at hand. But I will, this is the good news though, but I will, that's prophecy, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is your guide. Okay? And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord God. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Alright? Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. So you gotta get your walk right, get your mind right. You just come into this truth all the way, man. You're gonna be straight. Alright? And if you gotta die for this truth, this furnace of affliction, this furnace of affliction, consider yourself privileged, man, because you're coming back on the ships with the Lord, man. That's what this thing is about. And I'm going to get one more scripture and we're going to close out. Call Halam Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Psalm 66 and 10. Last scripture, man. Alright. Psalm 66 and 10. And it reads, for thou, O Yahweh, hast proved us. Thou hast tried us, as silver is tried. Alright. I'm going to read it one more time. Psalm 66 and 10. For thou, O Yahweh, has proved us. Thou hast tried us, as silver is tried. Alright? So that's what's coming, man. This furnace of affliction. Consider yourself privileged and blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? Blessed. Because you could easily be under the curses and just taking the other way out like the other Israelites, so-called those that are of Israel but not Israel. You know, young NBA young boys and etc. Damn Megan Stallions, whatever their damn names is. You know what I'm saying? Stevie J's, Puff Daddies. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn Young Berg, Steve Harvey's, Beyonce's, etc. LeBron James, Kyle Lowry, etc. Drake's. Don't matter, man. Oprah Winfrey's, you know? Michelle Obama, okay? But you've been chosen to still be under the curses like all of those people, you know? And to go through the furnace of affliction. All for a light of affliction, but that's only for a moment, and that worketh a far more exceeding great eternal weight of glory. All right, so we'll be all right, man. So with that, I'm gonna say, call Halam Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Wakabah Wahadar Shalom Wabarakim Ha'aman Bakiyar. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and all those that rule well of Yasha Allah. With that, say Shalom Shalom.